The top one is set up. These are 25 nanofarads each, one on either side, so it's 12.5 nanofarads in series, centered on this inductance, which is 7 or 8 turns of what is that, quarter-inch copper wire, or quarter-inch copper, soft copper pipe, so it's hollow. It's the same down here, except these capacitors are 3300 PF or 3.3 NF. So total is going to be 1.6 NF in series, with that in the middle of it. The gap down here is pretty fine. It's a pretty fine gap. And then the gap up here is even smaller. This gap is actually much smaller because it takes more to charge the higher capacity for each discharge to occur. If I open this up, it starts to delay the discharge, so it decreases the frequency very rapidly as you expand the spark gap. And on the bottom, it's similar, but because it's a smaller capacity being charged, you can go wider with the gap before it starts to slow the discharge frequency. And then the other difference is the wider you go, the higher the voltage that's being pushed back and forth and oscillated, and the better the discharge over the coil if you try and short two of the turns together with the screwdriver, which is what I'll show you here next. I'll show you the voltages. So there's a voltmeter here and a voltmeter there. These are both 40,000 volts DC. I have the exact same meters by model here and there. They're all 40,000 volts, right? And then this one is a different meter, but it's 40,000 volts, and it's supposed to be able to measure a current, but doesn't matter what I flip it between. It seems to measure about 2,000 volts difference, and it's set up to be between this side of the spark gap and that side of the spark gap. So there's a 2,000 volt disparity being oscillated. The farther that gap gets opened, the higher that voltage is, and the higher the resulting discharge. While when you increase it, the capacity, and you start to open that up, the frequency decreases, and the voltage won't go as high because of the size of the capacity. But I'll show you, there's a less discharge shorting two of these wires together, or two of those turns together, and then there's a higher discharge shorting two of these turns together. So let's see, where's my flashlight? It's over here. 3300 NF, right? Pushed wider at a higher voltage and still maintain a near frequent constant discharge.